there's a lot of skins this week again. So what I'm probably going to do is only really focus the collection continuations. I don't want to be here for about 2 hours, and I'm sure you don't either. So by all means, if you just want to skip ahead and get a good look at all the collection continuations, they will be chaptered. Scroll down, look in the description. They're all there. They're all provided to you. Maybe only care about all the weapons and tools. You're more than welcome to skip ahead. As I said, I provide that to you. But yeah, 125 skins this week. And I'm fully well aware there's a lot more people producing skins. I might not have them in my collection. I'm only really looking for the people that are more likely to get skins accepted. AKA, they've had a skin accepted before. Don't want to sound mean, but if I look at every single skin, I'm probably going to be sitting here for about 3-4 hours. I don't really want to do that. I'm sorry, but I don't even work for Face Punch or anything. I just do this because I like to do it for videos, okay? Cool. Right, so, yeah, a lot of skins this week. March Force Wipe is upon us, and we will see a brand new barbecue skin being accepted. Probably two. Probably two. Yep, don't be surprised if that potentially happens. Anyway, should we just get started? So, by all means, if you want to get the collection link to look at all these skins in your own time, look in the description right now. At the very top, it will be listed. Don't forget to comment below which skins happen to be your most favourite, because what we're going to do now is go through all of them, identify all the collection continuations, talk about potential profits and investments. We'll use SMM to help us out with that. Right then, so let's get started. Let's get started with Deployables. So, first up, the Route, I actually don't know how to pronounce it. The Route Iron Barbecue, produced by Domch. I'm starting off with this because I've noticed it's gotten a lot of attention on Twitter. Lots of people start talking about this. It's a very nice, stylish looking design, and I kind of would be surprised if Face Punch probably picks that, because I even saw one of the devs sitting there saying they liked it, so we'll see. Anyway, this is the representative of the many skins that we're about to take a look at today, and by all means, if you happen to like a skin, you can go ahead and vote yes or no if you like it or not, but just be aware, like, votes don't really matter. Let's just go to microfighter2.com real quickly. Let's just go to the accepted skins. Right, you can see one skin here, only 14 upvotes, 11 downvotes. So, yeah, point made. It's up to Face Punch at the end of the day. And if they like it, they'll accept it. And it might not even have that much attention on it. Might not even have that much votes on it. Doesn't matter. If they like it, they'll accept it. So, yeah, by all means, if you like it, voice your opinion. The skin creators can still see if you like it or not. It kind of gives them a good indication. Maybe we could probably see like a route iron deployable set, maybe a fridge. You know what, Domch? A fridge would look really cool with some transparency and all that. That actually might be pretty sweet. So, yeah, it could open the door to a whole lot more. So, if you really happen to like a skin, go to the comment section. Offer some nice, kind words. Keep them nice and motivated to keep them to put out nice, creative designs in the future. But if you don't happen to like a skin, but you know exactly why not offer some constructive feedback? Be nice, concise, and straight to the point. Try and help them out. Maybe their skin doesn't get accepted, but by all means, you know, they'll look at what you wrote. They'll probably incorporate that into a brand new version. Maybe that gets accepted in the future. You help them out, so, all right, cool. So anyway, route. Can someone please comment below how I'm supposed to pronounce it? I've seen the word. I have forgotten how you're supposed to pronounce it. Anyway, this is a very nice and stylish design. Don't keep up the good work. It is nice, and I've noticed the attention on Twitter, all right? So keep up the good work. And just to remind all of you, there is a lot of barbecues. There is a lot of barbecues that have been submitted. In fact, you've just been spoiled for some of the newer ones. But I will link the most recent skins. A link to see all of them based on most recent. It'll be in the description as well. You can go see that for yourself. So, yeah, cool. Understood. All good. Let's now go ahead and look at all the other barbecues. So, yep, this week we have seen a lot of them. We even have some collection continuations. Ooh. Right. So, let's go ahead, start yapping. Treasure Chest Barbecue. A perfectly fine looking design. Again, considering the themes that we've had recently, that's pretty clever. So props to Bad Trip and Hulk. Good timing. What do you think? Feel free to comment below. Over to here, Mosaic Barbecue. Yes, a very nice and stylish approach. Very nice. Tasteful. Best of luck to Confusion. Over to here, we all live in Yellow Submarine. Anyway, produced by Mr. LaCramp, we have the Submarine Barbecue, which is pretty cute. That's pretty clever. So again, some very fun, silly designs. But which one's your favourite? Oh, well, you better comment below. Over to here, we've got the Hell Yeah Barbecue. Right. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Bit of transparency, the skulls. Yeah, the bones all wrapped around. That's looking pretty cool. So, yep, produced by Universe Kid. Could we see this potentially be accepted? Best of luck, best of luck. Over here, Sunken Treasure Barbecue. Looking pretty cool. Again, another chest. Makes sense considering the recent themes and whatnot. Best of luck to Algo. And then over to here. Boom. Collection continuation. Neon Vibes Barbecue. So, let me just point this out. We have quite a lot of collection continuations to bring up. We've got Twisted Metal, Nuke Vibe, we've got Tempered, and we've also got Abyss. Honestly, all 5 of these are a great shout, okay? All 5 of these could potentially be accepted, and I wouldn't be surprised if people are going to be pretty happy. Now, I can just quickly confirm. At night time, yes, this glows in the dark quite nicely. Over to here, this appears to not glow in the dark, but still the scary face that we've seen in the past with Twisted Metal. Nuke Vibe, again, this also appears to glow in the dark, the scary face in the front. Oh. And Tempered, not sure Tempered glows. I don't think there's any mention of it. That one's a bit of a mystery. And then, of course, over to here, Abyss. Do you glow? It looks like you do. Does it confirm it? Yes, it does. Okay. I'm not sure what's going to happen because I've never seen a barbecue skin before. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think people are desperate for a barbecue skin. However, I don't think they're going to be too upset in having them either. So, we'll see how it is. Anyway, which one do you prefer? Let's go ahead and take a quick look at SEMM and look at all the collections. So, Nuke Vibe, actually meant to do Neon Vibes first, but we'll just go do them in a funny order. Nuke Vibe has been a bit of a funny one. Started off as a garage door and a sheet metal door, ooh, and then we saw an AK and a SAR, ooh, and then we saw a fridge, ooh. It hasn't been holding up very nicely, unfortunately. If we see the barbecue being accepted, if we see an armored double door, hey, that might be a pretty cool idea, just saying. Yeah, that might be pretty sweet. If we see a lot more deplorables, maybe it could recover. Because it's a pretty cool looking design. It's just, I don't think people have appreciated it enough. Therefore, we need more. I mean, we'll see how it goes. You know. Right, let's go to Neon Vibes now. Sorry for doing it the wrong way around. But yeah, we'll just have fun with it. So this was appreciated. I can assure you, when this first appeared, people were buying them, loving them, and now very happy to see more of them. But then it just kind of stopped. The skin creator Diaz, he has been making more and more and more and more. And no, what? Yeah, so during a somewhat short period of time, we saw them all being accepted. And then whilst the attempts to continue it haven't really gotten anywhere, I'm not sure what's going to happen next, but could it be the resurgence? Could it be the return of Neon Vibes, and then can we finally get the cool-looking gun box? Because I really want it. Where's the link? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to go to here, to the workshop. Yeah, right, yeah, so that would be cool. I think a lot of people would like that. Don't sit there and ask for a storage collection. You're already getting one. Oh, no. Let's now skip ahead to Tempered Collection. So Tempered Collection, very, very, very interesting, considering it's one of the oldest collections in Rust. Now, you might notice, with all the deplorables, positive, 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 positive. I think that Tempered Barbecue coming out potentially might end up in positive. We'll see. But yes, more deplorables have definitely helped out the sheet, the door, the garage door, even the storages. So, yeah, more the merrier. Can't say no to that. Right then, let's now go ahead and take a look at Twisted Metal. Last week we did discuss the armored double door. Oops. Go try it again, thank you. Yes, the armored double door. Hey, if that gets accepted, I'm sure the sheet metal double door is going to greatly appreciate it. If the barbecue gets accepted, I think the sheet metal double door is going to greatly appreciate it. But the other skins aren't looking very good, unfortunately. Not that they don't look good, it's just that people don't seem to be interested, which kind of unfortunate. But the more the merrier, right? So we'll see. Right, let's now go ahead and look at the Abyss barbecue. So the Abyss collection, let's get a quick look at you again. Yep. So I can confirm to you with these deplorables, I think they've worked out quite all right. So yeah, the garage door and the sheet metal door, they have dropped off. They're not dramatically down bad. They were a lot better during January, yeah. But of course, we're now entering March. What do you mean entering? We're in. Well, I mean, we're entering the worst of it. Okay, fair enough. Yes, the deplorables have started to drop off. All skins in general are expected to drop off. It is the Easter dip. March and April tends to see a bit of a drop with the player count. And with that, Unfortunately, prices will be dropping off as well, but then afterwards we have the summertime, and the summertime is nice and lovely. So yes, all the deployables here, when times are good, oh, they do so much better. So I'm thinking the barbecue would be a great addition. So, yeah. Which one do you like the most? It might not even be a collection continuation. Feel free to comment below. And now let's move on. Right then, so over to here we have the neon pantry fridge, a perfectly fine looking glow-in-the-dark design. Like, I'm surprised. Last year we saw so many fridges. We're not seeing that many being produced anymore. But then again, considering the barbecues, you know, the new Skinnable, I think everybody wants to make that instead. Fair enough, understood. But yeah, if you see like a brand new, like isolated, non-collection continuation barbecue being produced and accepted, don't be surprised if we see a fridge next. Don't be surprised. Anyway, looks cool. Perfectly fine amounts of glow. Best of luck to Mr. Sadist. Let's see how that works out. Right, come on. We said we were going to talk. We were not going to talk too much about the normal, you know, non-collection skins. Let's try and breeze through. Try. Okay, so over to here. Sausage! Ruck. I think people would actually like that. Anyway, best of luck to Shmoolcat. Yes, don't you like sausage? Right, moving on. Over to here with the Iridium sleeper bag. It's like metallic. And then, oh, there you go. Now it glows. Ooh. So, best of luck to HSM. Let's see if that works out nicely. Looking very metallic. Over to here with the Scrap Core Furnace, produced by Mr. Multi-Heart Barros and Mr. Damned In. Looking pretty cool. It's melting. Ah, it's melting. Wow, that's pretty cool, actually. And then, okay, yeah, so best of luck, best of luck. Yeah, it's melting. I want a refund. Anyway, move on. Over here with the Air Balloon Furnace, produced by Wagan and Gunya. That's a pretty cute approach. Yep. All strapped down, lights up quite nicely. Looking pretty cool. And you got a second version here. Not sure what the differences are. Sorry to say. I think that light one... I think the other one lights up a little bit better, but hey, yeah, cool. So best luck to both of them. Let's see if that works out nicely. Oh, yeah, okay. So we've got two versions of this. It's a cloud. It's a cloud that's very angry, and when you light it up at night time, it lights up very noticeably. You should F1 yourself now. All right, moving on. So anyway, yep. So yep, we got the standard furnace design right there, all nice and cloudy. And then this one, it looks as if it's floating, which I guess would make more sense because, you know, considering it's a cloud, and you see the lightning sticking out at the bottom there. That's pretty cool. That's a clever touch. Best of luck to Oasis and Isaac. Let's see if that works out nicely. Now moving on, we have a small box. It is a laptop. Huh. That's pretty clever. That's pretty clever. Right, I'm not sure if that's going to be allowed because that is quite a lot of transparency, and now it doesn't even look like a box. But I think role players would appreciate that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, especially the bamboo. Anyway, best luck to Elfriatar. Let's see if that works. I like it. I just don't think it'll be allowed. But, oh yes, pizza. All right. So I'm sure you've seen the short video which I posted. Thank you once again to Frankie for posting the System of a Down video song. Pepperoni. And moving on, consider watching that short video. It glows in the dark, which is pretty interesting. So it's another small box with lots of transparency in the top to make it look as if it's like a pizza box, which is clever, which is smart. And yeah, well, let's see if Face Punch likes pizza. Anyway, best luck to Roy's. Ruffs. Sorry, read that too quickly. Oh, yes. A very interesting, transparent approach with the creativity. Oh, yes, it's the little miniature small box. That's actually pretty cool. I showed it off my special little preview video, so by all means, if you saw that and you liked it, consider showing your support. Best of luck to Seal, because yeah, that looks pretty cool. That's an awesome design for a small box. Best of luck. Right, moving on, we have a large box. Yeah, we have two, and then we have some doors to take a look at. Yes, indeed, we do. Right, come on, and let's move. Go. Friendly Neighbours large wood box. I remember last year we were supposed to have that like friendship theme month, and loads of skin creators made skins for it, and then Face Punch turned around and said we don't like any of them. Yeah, that was fun. Anyway, best luck to Sad Happy. Oh yes. Looks like we've got another collection continuation. Initially I didn't realise it, but I know now. This is a collection continuation from the Serpent Weave Combat Knife. When was that? It was actually quite recently, don't you remember? Oh yeah, there you go. So this is all by itself, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and quickly take a look at you on the Steam market. There we go. So yeah, it's sitting at about what? 95 cents? 94 cents. 94 cents, only 74 listed. The issue was, as we saw a lot of combat knife skins being accepted in such a short amount of time, it was the focused item of the month in January. Oh yeah. So, yeah, didn't get any collection continuations, unfortunately, but another attempt is being made. And to be honest with you, probably good timing, because I'm not seeing any large boxes being produced, although that probably makes sense considering with March 4 Swipe, we're about to see the boxes DLC being introduced. But you know what? There's no box for snakes. Clever. Right. Anyway, if you like it, if you think, well, that's a pretty cool looking snake themed glow-in-the-dark design, then by all means, show support and let's see if it gets accepted. See, he fought ahead, yeah? No, there's no boxes for snakes, so best luck to Mr. Monomic Man. Let's see if that works out nicely. But in terms of if it were to be accepted, would the combat knife go up in price? I don't think so. I don't think so. But hey, we'll see what happens next, right? Maybe we'll see a small box. Maybe we could see some rugs. Hey, that might be pretty cool, but it's up to him. So, best of luck. Right, moving on from there, we also happen to have... It's sort of a collection continuation, and I do have a short video to kind of illustrate and showcase that. Do you remember that very special charity wooden double door that we got for free quite some time back? Well, that was actually made by Micro and Morphus, and they've decided to make a single wood door version of it. And, well, considering the naval update, okay, yeah, that actually might work. It is a wooden door with transparency, and it glows in the dark. And I think a lot of people would be appreciating that. But if you need some help, if you need to remember, let's just quickly go ahead and show you. Wooden double doors, please. Thank you. So I'm just trying to remind you of this. There you are. 2023 Charitable Rust wooden double door. I believe it was a Twitch drop. Was it a Twitch drop or was it something you buy? Don't fully remember, but hey, I'm sure you got that in your inventory right now. And well, what do you reckon? Would you like to see the single wood door version of it potentially being accepted? Well, best luck to the skin creators. It's not like you can make an investment, but hey, you could get a nice addition, and I think a lot of people would welcome some more naval themed skins. Offer your opinion, comment below. Best luck to the skin creators. Let's put this away, let's put that away, and now let's move on. So, best luck to Micromorphous. That was the only wood door submitted for this week. Now, we're now moving on to sheet metal doors. So, this is produced by Pretex and Haki. Right, this is the Divine Bastion sheet metal door. Glows in the dark, looking pretty sweet. Best luck to both of them. Moving on, we have the Dark Time sheet metal door. This is produced by Yupker and Lancy, a perfectly fine pattern glow in the dark design. Best luck to the both of them. Over to here, we've got Bubblegum. What? It's all sticky. So this is produced by Smoothie, and then over to here, we have a glow in the dark version. Oh, that actually looked quite cool. Well then, I guess that could get turned into a deployable collection. It's up to him. Best Smoothie. Where's my dungeon collection continuations? Anyway, move on. 100% legal farm-based sheet metal door. It's a Christmas tree. Yeah, it's a Christmas tree. See, they have to start growing them now so that they're fully grown for Christmas time. Makes sense, totally. Yep, so best luck to Duck. And yeah, let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck. Glow-in-the-dark design. It's perfectly legal. Armory Chamber sheet metal door. So yes, it's another attempt for what could be a collection of doors. We didn't see any of them being accepted, but these guys have decided to return. So if you didn't fully remember, they made a furnace chamber sheet metal door, garden chamber sheet metal door, armory chamber now. Like, it makes sense. I think people probably would approve of such an idea. You basically saw it at the neon garage doors. Why not sheet metal doors? Do people actually want to label where everything is in their base? Well, some people might like it on roleplay servers and whatnot. All right, fair enough. So, best of luck to Bed and Ronan. Let's see if that works out nicely. A perfectly fine, labelled, glow-in-the-dark design. And over to here, we have the Hellborn sheet metal door. Yes, this is produced by Bit. Yep. Yeah, take a look at that. Looking pretty sweet. Best of luck. Over to here, Whale Song. I was very tempted to go get some whale songs and just do a short video of that. I could have done it underwater. Now I want to do it. Damn it, now I want to do it. Anyway, best of luck to Sun Art. That's a very nice, lovely, quaint, peaceful design. Best of luck, best of luck. Right then, so that's all the sheet metal doors. Now it's time for a sheet metal double door, right? No, that is a fake sheet metal double door. You might have seen it in my special preview video. Some people actually really took a liking to it. They're like, aha, we can trick those silly people that don't know any better. There's actually 2 free versions of this. So one's clearly got like cardboard there just to make it stand out a little bit more. And then over to here, this one is a garage door, but with like the rolly part invisible. That won't be allowed. That's too deceptive. This probably would be okay. This would definitely be a lot more okay. But that, I'm sorry to say, it's too much. It's too much. So anyway, if you like it, by all means consider showing support, and best of luck to Anubis Dunk. So moving on from there, we have a lot more garage doors. Oh yes, indeed we do. So let's go ahead and take a look at all of you. Come on. And I should point out a lot of armoured double doors, because of course it's the focused item of the month for March 2026. Right, let's go. Bitey Garage Door. This right here is produced by Shedmon, and yeah, he's looking pretty crazed. Yay! So, best luck to Shedmon. Over to here with the Dome Diorama Garage Door. That's a pretty cool approach. It's all strange and 3D. It's odd, but it looks cool. So, yeah, best of luck to Zinferno, Mad Polly. Over to here, we've got the Depression Skull. Oh, he doesn't look very happy. Oh, no, oh, no. Anyway, produced by Vato Loco SA, Mr. Quicker and Mr. TGG. Best of luck, best of luck. Clearly an interesting glow-in-the-dark design. And over to here, we've got the LED Loot Room Garage Door. You've got a little, oh yeah, look at that, panning around, looking pretty cool. Produced by Magwamp and CG Poison. Do you like what you see? Are you a fan? Don't forget to consider showing your support. Which garage door you like the most? Best of luck. A perfectly fine glow-in-the-dark design. Over to here. Time for armoured double doors, and there's a lot of them, okay? So I might just do like a big section saying armoured double doors. We'll see. Anyway, Scrawls of a Madman. We saw attempts for this to potentially get turned into a collection. Kind of a bit upset it didn't happen. The rug was actually really cool. Again, if you've ever watched like Pepe Sylvia and all that, yeah, that would have been funny. That would have been really funny. Anyway, didn't happen. But maybe this could happen. We shall see. It's a perfectly fine looking armoured... What? That's perfect. I don't need to say any more. So anyway, best luck to the skin creator. Let's see if that works out nicely. Over here, we've got the Tech Armored Double Door. Get a good look at this. Yep, it's a very nice looking design. This version does not glow in the dark, but this version does. That looks quite gothic and somewhat scary. Produced by K-Seal. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Best of luck, best of luck. Over to here, we've got the Desert Bunker Armored Door. Armored Double Door. I've derailed. Voodoo has produced the Desert Bunker Armored Double Door. There you go. Perfectly fine looking glow-in-the-dark design. Looking pretty sweet. Fairly grounded. I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate that. Best luck to you, good sir. And now we have the collection continuations. B Armored Double Door. I need to remind you, we have seen some pretty interesting designs being made for the B collection. It just doesn't get anything accepted. The skin creator hasn't done anything wrong. He's made some very nice looking skins. He's made some awesome looking doors and whatnot. Face Punch just doesn't want to accept them. I have seen the Sheep Meta Double Doors come out. He has tweaked it. He has changed it. Perhaps maybe it was a little bit too paid to win. He made another version that wasn't so much and whatnot. They didn't want it. So I would be surprised to see the Armour Double Door. And if they do accept it, if I was him, I'd just scream. I don't know what else they need to do. But yep, that's a perfectly fine looking approach. Looks as if it's got some transparency with the hatches down. Yep. So, all right, cool. Best of luck to you, good sir. And with that B collection, how's it currently holding up? Well, the SAP has recovered quite nicely. It appears people noticed and realised, hang on a minute, that's a transparent aim sight, even though I said that like half a year ago. But, you know, it is what it is. And the Sheep in the Door, for a while, wasn't doing very good, down to like $2. Well, yeah, doing much better. So if we do see another deployable, maybe the small box might recover. We shall see. If you're feeling confident, maybe jump in. It's up to you. Right, so yep, best of luck to the skin creator. Let's see if the B Armored Double Door gets accepted. Well then, that's looking interesting. So this glows in the dark, right? Yes, it does. And yeah. So yeah, somewhat recently we had the Fireflies Garage Door being accepted. Now an Armored Double Door is right there in front of you. It is the focused item of the month. Could this potentially get accepted for any day in March 2026? I wouldn't say no. That garage door did sell a lot, didn't it? Yes, it did. So, okay, let's go ahead and remind you that the Fireflies collection is actually doing very nicely for itself. As you'll notice, doing pretty sweet. But yeah, sold for $4, reached almost 20,000 subscribers, and then the very next rush door, we had that Cobalt Jungle Cobalt Jungle garage door. Basically, it looked very similar. So the timing, incredibly awkward for you. But maybe an Armour double door being accepted right now could give you a nice boost. Maybe. So, alright, we'll see. Anyway, the rest of it's already doing very good. Like, we saw this being accepted in the summer. No, May. Wow, that went quick. May 2025. And ever since then, it's just held and done nicely. Done okay. So, we'll see. So, alright, cool. It's nice to see a potential addition. It's just, the price is already doing good, so you're probably a little bit too late. Maybe you can jump into the garage door if you want to. It's up to you. Anyway, best luck to Zinc and Himic. Let's see if that works out nicely. Which version would you prefer? One with and one without transparency? Hey, at least they provided options. But yeah, if you look and notice there, nice bit of transparency there with the hatches. Temple Armour double door. Anything but the tier 2 and the hoodie pants, right? Ha 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 ha. It's not the skin creator's fault. He put it out there. They look perfectly fine. Face Punch just doesn't want you to be happy. Anyway, looks cool. Looks nice. I see nothing wrong with it. And now, of course, Temple Collection. Let's just get a quick look at you. And boom, yeah. Bed's slightly down in price. Garage door, half in price. Sheep door, down by a third. Yeah. Tier 3 still holding up very nicely, though. Ooh. But yeah, I'd like to see the Deployables spike up. Can't guarantee it'll happen. But I can confirm to you, they did improve as we went through January time. It's just, we're past that now. We're past post-Christmas, so... Best luck to Kosim and Sunny Boy. Let's see if this works out nicely. But it'll be interesting to see what happens next. I'm just not sure if it'll have that much of an impact. Looks nice though. So, yep. Best luck. Dragonhorn Armour double door. A perfectly fine looking glow-in-the-dark design. I should remind you though, we did see some Dragonhorn skins being accepted recently. They were extra late picks. And as you'll notice, oh well, it's still down in price. These two aren't down super bad, but these have been down pretty bad for a while now, as in for a good few years now. They all sold far too much, and with so many more options for furnaces, sheep doors, large boxes, garage doors, it's not too surprising. But it's still getting more skins, and it's still getting more skins being accepted, so even though these came out in 2021, could they actually recover? It'll be interesting to see. So yes, if we do see the Armour double door, could we see an actual turning point at some point? Well, we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, best luck to Jessin, Igor, and Xenia Paris. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck. And over to here. Oh, yes. Looks like we do have more space-themed skins. What we have right now is the Space Station Armour double door. Now, if I could just quickly remind you, I have literally just talked about this rush door. I just put up a video discussing profit review. Oh, yeah. So that armoured door is doing very nicely for itself. Now, let me just quickly confirm. Are you still the same person? It's Vlek. Hold on a second. You're Vlek. Oh, okay. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Anyway, I should still point out, that's only down by 9%. Like, with the amount of garage doors we've seen so far this year, which is a lot so far. I mean, that's ridiculous. Down 47, down 31, down 21, down 57, down 26. Only down by 9. And it did 35,000 subscribers. People like this. And people want more of this. And now we have this. So, yeah, what do you reckon? Version 2 attempt. Perfectly fine looking glow-in-the-dark design. I mean, hey. I'm all for it. It's up to Face Punch, though. I believe this is the only guy literally doing a space-themed skin this week. I said that last week, and then I noticed the jackhammer. Was it jackhammer? No, it was a tool. It was Ice Pick. The jackhammer's the first skin to be accepted. Focus. Anyway, so yeah, I think there are people that generally would want to see more of this being made and accepted. He's trying. It's up to Face Punch if they want to accept it, though. So, blends in lovely and perfectly with the Armour double door skin. It's in Face Punch's hand now, so, alright, cool. As I said, that is doing very, very well for itself. So, okay. Only 86 listings. 37 have sold the past 24 hours. But you know what? If we see that Armour double door being accepted, I think that garage door might have a bit of a fun time ahead of itself. So, alright, cool. Understood. Right, so we'll move on. And we will discuss the Ultramarine Armour double door. Let me tell you this, if that gets accepted, it'll just go on the positive. Is it that easy? Yes. Yeah. It's Ultramarine. Well, so we saw the bed being accepted somewhat recently. I think it's slightly down in price. Let's just confirm that. Yeah, it's slightly down in price. I bought 50 of them. I'm not upset with that. It might dip a little bit more, but I don't expect it to dramatically go down and burn and all that. No, because this whole collection is secure. All right. This is doing very good. I know it's not like for everyone, but I've respected it as a perfectly solid in-demand collection, and you probably need to do that as well. So, Armour Double Door, I think that bid might appreciate it. What about all the other deployables and whatnot? I'm not sure. They're already doing good. So, the more the merrier? Yeah, I guess so. So, yeah, perfectly fine timing, perfectly fine looking skin, glows in the dark, perfectly fine. I have no issue. That's fine. So, yeah, what do you reckon? I think a lot of people will be standing up and saying, I do love this though. And then the other people are like, no. And, well, it's too late. Too late. Right, okay, so, yeah, best luck to Jeeba. I won't be surprised. And, well, Ultramarine Barbecue. Didn't you do that? Let me just remind myself. It's time for an Ultramarine Barbecue. Yes. So, yep, done. All good. Out of all these skins, which one has impressed you the most? Which one do you reckon has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust tour? Feel free to comment below your thoughts. Let's now move on and start discussing weapons and tools. Now, to start off with, we do have a lot of rock skins. Let's go ahead and take a look at this one. Cosmo Rock. Apparently it's got some transparency. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm not sure if that would be allowed, but if they did something like that for a Twitch drop and whatnot, that would be pretty cool. I'm surprised. You know what? I'm surprised they haven't done this yet. Face Punch, like for Halloween, they could have like a meteorite, but they could have like radiation flowing from it. You know, they could do it. And you could have like smoking and whatnot. They could do something like that. That'd be cool. It's up to them. Anyway, so I like the idea. It's pretty cool. Best luck to Legacy. Let's see if that works out nicely. Strange, but unique. Odd, but would it be allowed? Anyway, moving on. Meteorite. Oh. Okay, well, there you go. The thing I had in mind, though, was like particle effects and whatnot that only Face Punch would be allowed to do or be capable of doing. Not skin creators are restricted. They can only do so much. They can only change the texture and add some transparency and whatnot. Anyway, Kratorius, Vici, best luck to both of you. Does it glow in the dark? No. Okay, you could still shut off at night time, though. Anyway, best luck. Now, over to here, we have the Young Lemon Rock. Look at how young and youthful he is. Yes. Does he glow? No mentions. No. Okay, so yeah, could still shut off at night time. But anyway, best luck to Icona. Best luck to this lemon. Now, over to here, we've got the HellCore Rock. It is, wow, okay, that's very bright. Is it glowing? I think it's glowing. Oh, yeah, you're holding it at night time. Wow, okay. That's very nice and noticeable. Best of luck to Seagus. Let's see if that works out nicely. Over here, we've got the Gemstones Gold Rock. Yes, there's lots of gold, lots of gemstones, looking pretty sweet. And it's produced by K. Vladimir Italic. Best luck to both of them. If you own it, are you instantly super rich? Probably. Anyway, best luck. Monkey. Isn't it in relation to the little baby monkey that was separated, and he had the plush toy, and I think he's starting to get a little bit better now. He's being accepted by a few of them. Anyway, yep. Punch Monkey. If you like what you see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Firefly Anetta. Let's see if it works out nicely. I have seen quite a lot of attempts for monkey rocks. Last year we did see a lot of animal theme rocks. Could this be the first one for 2026? We shall see. Best luck. So that's all the rock skins. Feel free to comment below which one was your favourite. Now let's go ahead and take a look at some hammer skins. Clown. I think it looks too similar to the silly thing that we saw last year. Maybe it'll be allowed. We'll see. If only it had a sound effect. Anyway, best of luck to you. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck. Okay, listen. If you're going to do this for Halloween, you've got to do the drop bear version, okay? You have to. Anyway, best of luck. You shouldn't say, help pick me, please. That's desperate. I don't think they're like desperate people. Anyway, yep, goofy, silly, and if you like it, consider showing support. But over to here, well, that happens to be a collection continuation. Somewhat recently, the Heart of Chaos Rock was accepted. I'm trying to find it. Was it Heart of Chaos? Here you go. Yeah, perfect. Sold for $3.49, it has gone down to about $2.76. Although, if we do see a collection continuation actually being accepted, will it actually improve? Well, I mean, it'd be interesting. Not sure, though. I don't think we've been in this position before. That was pricey, wasn't it? Didn't sell too ridiculously either. Yeah, it only did around 8,500 subscribers. So it's in a good position. It's in a good spot. It's up to you what you want to do next, though. Will you eventually just work out nicely, simply due to the fact that, well, you're originally expensive and that, you know, there's not that much of you on the Steam market and in circulation? We'll see what happens, all right? But collection continuations, I'm sure they probably would be appreciated at the very least. So. Does this glow in the dark? No. Oh, dang. Well, best of luck then to Mr. Barurik, and let's see what happens next. Right, moving on from there. Okay, we got a bone club, and we got some tools, and we got some swords. We've even got some very interesting looking revolvers. Mr. Strawberry, right, okay, hold on a second. Here we go. Yeah, I'm noticing a pattern here. I mean, he's more than welcome to do it. How long until we see Señor Tomato Bone Club? I know you're watching me, Sepesh. I demand half the profit. Anyway, best luck to Mr. Ref. Let's see if that happens. Strawberry, Mr. Strawberry. Over here we have the deep stone tools. So immediately you'll notice it happens to glow in the dark, and immediately you might notice, oh yeah, it's a collection continuation for the tools that are accepted when the naval update came out. So an interesting bit of transparency there, reminiscent of an octopus or a squid, I think. Yeah, it must be octopus, right? I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, some sort of aquatic creature. But yeah, if I could just quickly remind you, tall skins, unfortunately, they don't seem to hold up very nicely, and both of them are now less than $1. But stone tools, they are actually appreciated. So if I could just go to Stone Hatchet real quickly, yeah, they're doing good. Twitch drop, marketable. Oh, Easter though is a holiday theme skin. You're doing okay. That's a Christmas theme one, but yeah, when they're a lot more like abundant, like when they're actually consistently getting acceptances, they were doing quite all right, but they weren't exactly doing spectacular either. But you know, considering we had a bit of a drought, considering we just haven't really seen that many stone tools being accepted as of recent, oh no, they're doing good now. So if these were to be accepted, funnily enough, you might see them actually do like the polar opposite of what we saw with the actual tools. So typical normal hatchet and, you know, pickaxe. There you go. It would be nice if we actually saw the salvaged axe actually become skinnable. There was mentions of it. There's no confirmation as of yet, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, keep an eye out for this, and yeah, best luck to Shino. Let's see if that works out nicely. Handmade tools. Right, real quickly. Yep, so we saw the handmade tier 3 being submitted somewhat recently, but it hasn't been accepted, so alright, cool. A perfectly fine looking makeshift design. Looking pretty cool, nice and well crafted. Best of luck to Kreitzer and Mr. MCJI. Reef Reaver. This is produced by Lakamu. An interesting sword approach made out of coral. Lovely bit of transparency. Very colourful as well. What's different here? I'm looking. I don't see it. I'm sorry. It's not super obvious to me. I don't know what the difference is. I'm looking. Oh, it's different colour. I see it now. All right, I might be colourblind. Anyway, best luck to the skin creator. All right. So, during January, we just so happened to see a very interesting weapon collection suddenly appear. And, you know, everybody suddenly started liking it. Because, well, you know, it had a lot of transparency on the aim sights. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Now we have a transparent bow. Last week we saw the Thompson. Well, what do you reckon? Could we see the return and see consistent acceptances for the HellCore collection all over again? What do you reckon? I mean, I'm not upset with the possibility. But, yeah, will it actually happen? HellCore, let's get a good look at you. HellCore, how you doing? Right, so yeah, it's dropped off a fair bit. Because, well, it's been a month since we've seen a skin being accepted. But it's not its fault, because we had a stacked month with February. Naval update, we had naval skins. Valentine's, we had Valentine skins. And then, of course, 2 weeks of Lunar New Year. So, yeah, it hasn't had the chance. But it has the chance now for March 4 swipe. So I will sit here and say, if we do see the return, if we do see like weapon skins continuing and being accepted and whatnot, like okay, yeah, that'd be nice, that'd be cool. Dead or I, maybe go for some more outlandish things for a while. To be honest with you, LR300 probably wouldn't be a bad time. Probably wouldn't be a bad time to do something like that. And Thompson, what else? What weapon would you like to see being made next? I ask you, the viewer. Comment below. I'm sure he'll see it. I'm sure he'll consider it. You've got to write it down. Anyway, best of luck, best of luck. I don't think everything in that collection will suddenly recover, but I think you'll start to see it improve, and with more consistent skins being made. Yeah, so Thompson or Bow, looking forward to it. Now we have revolvers. I was getting a little bit worried that are we suddenly going to start seeing a lot more revolvers being made? Please don't make a HellCore Revolver just yet. Please, 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 please. Anyway. That is the World Seam Revolver. It is a perfectly fine standard design, looking perfectly anyway, produced by Lies. It looks fine to me. It's a bit rusted, but that's the intention. It's a bit used, but that's the intention. Anyway, you might sit there and say, you know what? I can't say no to another revolver. That would be perfectly fine. If only knew the other skins that have been produced. Boom. So, Chrome Revolver. This right here has a transparent aim sight. Yes, it's a collection continuation. Took me by surprise last week because I didn't instantly notice. But yes, last week we saw the Chrome Python. Now we have the Chrome Revolver. Next week, I guess, no, because we've already had the set. Chrome Mioka. Yes, maybe that. Anyway, so it's another transparent aim sight revolver. Okay. Well, it's so shiny. Yes, it is. Oh, now I've just figured out I could use that song for a short video. Yes. Yes. Right, anyway. So, yes, it's shiny. It is chrome, and it is another fully transparent sight for a revolver. I'm worried because, well, you know, you might notice we probably have another revolver to discuss, and I've already made a short video for that. But this right here, I'm not sure if it's going to have a massive impact on the pre-existing skins, especially considering, number one, yeah, that's it. We'll go from here, and then we'll go... Oh, it doesn't even consider it a collection. But that's high in price. Keka, let's just go this way. Let's scroll down from here. Where's those chrome skins? They got that one. Where's the crossbow? Where is that crossbow? I swear there's another one. Does it just... Oh, there it is. Right, so... $5.25, $6.30. Not sure if it's going to have a massive impact, but if we see consistent skins being produced by them, and, you know, potentially seeing that being accepted, all right, well, the crossbow and the set might start working out quite nicely. Well, gotta wait and see. Are you committed to doing SAR and AK-47 and, of course, like Thompson and all that? I mean, are we just going to keep seeing transparent aim sights all the time now? Don't blame the skin creators for doing that, because, you know, if everybody else is getting away with it, why can't they? So best of luck, best of luck. Let's see if that works out nicely. Not sure if it's going to have a massive impact on the pre-existing skins, but we kind of have the same issue in trying to figure that out with this particular skin right here. So, for a very long time, I was expecting this day to happen. And it's kind of happening at a bad point. What's wrong, Hedge? Well, as I said, we saw the old part revolver being accepted somewhat recently. And again, another fully transparent sight. Another transparent aim sight exactly like the Olympus revolver. And I was looking at it, and I noticed the sales for the old part revolver, which of course was over 30,000 subscribers, and I was like, so we're going to start seeing a lot more people doing this now? I hope not, because revolvers have been very consistent for a very long time. Always profitable, always reliable. If we suddenly start noticing tons upon tons upon tons of these being accepted, I don't think they'll be reliable anymore. But, you know, they do get usage, the actual weapon itself. Again, might not be forever, but it's a nice sort of roaming thing if you do, you know, go out on a budget. But yes, if you're sticking with tier 1 bench for a while, I mean, yeah, you'll be using them and whatnot, and you can get some very nice looking skins, it seems. It's up to Face Punch though. Will they instantly accept that? Will they go the chrome one? Or they just say no? Because revolvers have been getting like hardly any skins accepted for a good few years now, which has partly helped out, you know, it becoming a very nice reliable option for investments and whatnot. You get the idea. Hey, we'll see what happens next. But in regards to the Blackout collection, I don't think that Revolver will have a big impact. Why'd you say that? Because it's already doing phenomenal. Handmade NMG could probably take some time to improve, but again, that might be the summertime. Just summertime. Oh look, it's better now. Pretty much everything here is in the positive except just a few skins. So yeah, I think that Revolver will do perfectly fine. Like, yeah, it might end up selling about 50,000 if it were to be accepted, but I wouldn't be surprised that still goes up in price and still works out nicely. It really wouldn't surprise me. It's a very in-demand, sought-after collection. Best luck to Mr. MDE, and well, yeah, let's see what happens next. Consider showing support. Okay, so let's get through all the rest of these weapons and tool skins. Let's get through all of them. Lots of collection continuations to discuss as well. We'll get to that soon enough. Okay, so over here we've got the Little Sap. Little Sap, looking ever so nice and cute, nice and colourful. Best of luck to Kika. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Over here we've got the Skullforce SAP. That's a very strange looking picture to take. Aim down the sight, please. There we go. Right. Best luck to the skin creators. Sean Mick and Ari Spectre. Okay, well, there you go. Instantly another collection continuation. Wait, wasn't Skullforce one? Skullforce. It is! Well then, Hedge, good job. I just had to think in my head. Wait, I'm looking for collections. There you go, boom, sorry about that. Right, so, SAP skin. I'll be brutally honest with you, I don't think the SAP will have that much of an impact. Kind of surprised to see that bandana's doing very well for itself, though. Poncho, I guess it's not too bad. So, but the AK, wow, that AK is doing quite good. Is it because it's kind of white? And then people are like, I can't afford the comics AK anymore. Maybe I'll look for something else. I guess. Just a perfectly fine alternate option in comparison to the Desert Raiders AK, maybe. Anyway, I don't think that SAP will... I don't know if it'll have that much of an impact. I really don't think it'll do that much. But independently, surprisingly, it's actually doing quite alright. So I don't blame the skin creators for wanting to go back to it. Well, sorry about that, you two. I do apologise. But hey, remember, if you like what you see, consider showing support. Now we'll talk about the old Pirate Python. So yeah, it's another fully transparent design. Well, last week we saw a SAR. I don't blame the skin creator for going for it. I mean, here you go. Yeah, there it is. This has been out for a month now. It has gone up in price. It's not a dramatically huge profit, but it has got over 300 listings on the Steam market. It has also sold over 100 skins in the past 24 hours. But I wouldn't be surprised if that's people noticing, oh, hang on a minute, the Blackout Revolvers on the Steam, the workshop. Yeah, it looks like that might be trending downwards. And again, all skins were expected to start trending downwards as we go through March and April. So it was inevitable anyway. So, okay, you're doing very good at the moment. And it would be very interesting if we did see some more skins being produced and accepted, which, as of now, they have been producing them. Well, that revolver might still be going down in price if that Blackout Revolver were to be accepted. It's a bit all up in the air. Regardless, it's still a very nice looking addition, a perfectly fine looking Python, and if you like what you see, consider showing support. Best of luck to Kavahu. Colour Riot MP5. Get a good look at this. A perfectly fine, stylish looking design, produced by Dragon Normavan. That looking pretty cool. You know what? I'd love to see a weapon collection with that. That's a pretty interesting pattern design. Over here, Duck Drift. Ducks. Okay, yes. Is this like a carnival-esque sort of design? You could do that with like a vending machine or something. Or a fridge. Fridge would be cool, yep. Best of luck to Ico. Oh, aimed in the sight. Yeah, we did do that. Yep, standard design. Perfectly fine. But this right here is a collection continuation. It is the Funerary MP5. Transparency right there. And lots of transparency right there. So, isn't this what we basically saw with the... It's partly what we saw with the recent Twitch drops, and of course, you know, HellCore, Heatseeker. Sorry, I knew Heatseeker. It's just I felt the need to yawn. It's because I've been talking too quickly and not breathing enough. Moving on. So, Funerary MP5. I don't think we've had a Funerary weapon yet. Am I correct to say that? I know we're hoping to see like the tier 3, and that didn't happen. Yeah, we haven't had a weapon yet. There have been attempts. I mean, I wouldn't say no. I see nothing wrong with it. Looking pretty sweet. It's got like the bones sticking out and whatnot. Lovely tar pit design. Hey, like it. Consider showing support. It's just I don't think it'll cause the clothing and the armour and the deployables to go up in price. Not really. But hey, best luck to MA1. Keep up the good work. I guess we've got a weapon collection on the horizon. So yeah, will we see standard transparent or lots of transparency? We shall see. Cool. Chromatogram double barrel shotgun. Chromatogram. Anyway, move on. So yes, there's two versions of this. One is like metallic. One's got a very interesting sort of hue, and it's got more of a white design. If you've ever seen Print Stream, yes, and Counter Strike, yeah, it looks exactly the same. Nothing wrong with that. It's not like that design and that color scheme is copyright or anything, so I guess it's fine. Yeah. Best luck to SMN and Mutza. Let's see if that works out nicely. I can't click any pictures. Yeah, perfectly fine. Looking pretty cool. Ooh, okay. Okay. Redemption double barrel shotgun. Oh, I didn't realise I was moving so quick. Redemption collection returns. Where's my hoodie and pants, Mr. Silenoster? I've waited so patiently. I really want them. Please. You have no excuses. But yeah, that's actually been doing very nicely as of recent. Like for a while, quite a lot of the skins were going down. But this past post-Christmas, that's a lot of green. That tier 3 is doing very well for itself. Like, it took me a while to realise, hang on a minute, where would red armour be good in any environment? Oh. But people don't care. They want to be Ferraris. So, alright, cool. Bionicles, Transformers, focus, Hedge, focus. So if we were to see a double barrel shotgun, I've got to be honest with you, double barrel shotguns all by themselves, they don't really work out very nicely. But looking at all the skins here, they have been doing pretty good. The more the merrier, the more the merrier. So, alright. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Best of luck to Silenoster, but seriously, where is the hoodie and pants? I know you've got ad design. Just put something out. I need clothes. I'm naked. Anyway, best of luck, best of luck. Chrome Force Saw. That's a perfectly fine standard looking design. Metallic, nice and heated, looking pretty sweet. Produced by Mr. PL3. Do we have a second version here? Yes, indeed we do. We have no stock, and we have a fully transparent aim sight. Cool. It's like a strange sort of minimalistic approach. But I think that's what people want. So, are you a fan? Are you interested? Consider showing support, and best of luck to Mr. PL3. Fenrir semi-automatic rifle. So this is produced by Slamface, and that's a very angry looking wolf. And you might have noticed, yep, it's got transparency. No, it does not appear to light up that much at night time. So again, we mentioned this earlier, when one person gets a transparent aim sight accepted, everybody else will follow. And I'm very curious to see what happens with wooden double doors after this recent rust door that we've had. But everyone's like, well, if I'm going to do a double door, I'll do an armor double door. All right, fair enough. Anyway, best luck to Slamface. Let's see if that works out. Best of luck. Hexachrome saw. Look again. Look. If done. Anyway, yeah. So I don't blame them. I don't blame them. But I don't think we're going to be seeing a regular site being accepted anymore. Which perhaps a lot of people are like, But if it becomes so common, maybe it just won't matter. Like all the older SARs might suffer because of it. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, best luck. Boom! Shardkeeper. Aim sight. Oh, standard. Okay. Well, at least some people are sticking these out. Like, is Facepunch always wanting to accept the fully transparent designs? This is why I always say, make at least 2 versions. If you go do like a full transparent sight, make sure you have a standard version as well. So, Jimmy Tedeschi, Nulfa, I guess you could make a newer version with a lot of transparency. There's nothing stopping you. You're more than welcome to do it. And yeah, best of luck. So, okay, cool. We worked all the way up to the SAR. Now it is time for LR300s, SKSs, and then AK-47s and more. Now, I was hoping that I could get through all this pretty quickly. And I have been breezing at a bit of a pace. And yet, I'm only... I'm at the 55-minute mark. And only just about to finish weapons. There's so many skins. Glitcher LR300. That's a lot of transparency. If Heatseeker could get away with it, I'm sure the skin creator here thinks he can get away with it. So, best of luck to you, Mr. Camo Legend. Let's see if that works out nicely. No glow in the dark or anything, not from what I can see. So yeah, just to confirm, it's obviously the face that you see there is obviously from the jacket and mask. Cool, cool, cool. Boom! Training LR300. How many collection continuations are we going to have today? Lots. Moving on. Standard sight, though. Alright. Maybe he thought maybe Face Punch would be more lenient. I mean, more interested in standard designs rather than ones hoping for them to be lenient and whatnot. Training collection. So, we can't really consider that one for anything, can we? No. But the Training SKS, the 2.0, it's actually been retaining its value quite nicely. Maiden of G could be better. Python could be a lot better. So, and yeah, the AK. So the training weapons aren't exactly doing super great. You got the L96, which is okay. It's just, yeah. So hopping back over to here, I mean, LR300s in general, they don't really tend to work out very nicely, which is quite a bit of a disappointment. But if Face Punch decided to buff the LR300 properly, well, suddenly everybody would probably want to start getting the skins for them. Anyway, focusing there, it's fun. It's a nice welcome addition. Training collection has been successful as of recent. What would you like to see being made next, though? You know, training crossbow would be pretty cool. Have they already done it? Yep, that'd be cool. Yep. All right, anyway, best of luck to you two. I don't think I have a dramatic impact affecting any of the pre-existing skins. So, right, cool. Time for SKSs. So, let's get a good look at you. A perfectly fine looking shiny design. It is the gliding SKS. Standard aim sight, looking pretty sweet. Best luck to Soda. Inked SKS. We have two versions of this. It is inked. Got a bit of a gradient. Interesting. Okay. Standard sight. Lights up quite nicely with the night light at night time as well. That's a pretty cool looking effect. Now we have the cut sights. So this guy's doing it right. If you're gonna like try and tempt them or whatnot, at least put out a standard design. If Face Punch is like, I like it, but I don't like the fact they did a transparent aim sight, well, make sure you got a standard one. So cool. Best of luck to Mr. 38. Let's see if that works out nicely. Best of luck. Boom! Rick SKS. This right here is produced by 9K. It is a very sort of like pieced together DIY approach, but I like it. I like to see more grounded designs. Nice lick of paint. It's all good. So aim down the sight. 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 I don't see it. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. You made me cry. Why would you do that? There you go. Right, okay. Couldn't you put that first? Honestly, if all the skin creators put their gun skins aim sight first, it'd be so much easier. Anyway. Venomous SKS. This right here is a collection continuation. In the past, you might recall we've had a few weapon skins being accepted, such as the Python, the Bow, the MP5, the Thompson, the LR300. Let's go ahead and remind ourselves of the Venomous collection. Alright, so it's not doing very well, dang. It's a weapon-only collection, so it's not too surprising. But if we get the SKS, a nice, colourful tiger stripe design, I think it could do pretty cool. I think it could do quite alright. Yeah, that's fine. Looks as if it's got a standard sight and whatnot. I see no issue. I see no problem. So, yeah. Feel free to offer your opinion. Best luck to Andre. Let's see if that works out nicely. Moving on to AK-47s. You might recall this is a very familiar design. Well, Skin Creator put out a design like this for Valentine's. Wasn't accepted, but with all due respect, it was a very nice piece of work. So, alright. It is now Blue Rose AK-47. And let's see if we could get an Anime Girl AK-47 accepted. I wouldn't be surprised if it sells a lot. Just saying. You know how it is. Anyway. Yep. So that's the standard sight. But boom, over to here. What do we see? Well, fully transparent sight. It is the Twitch Kick Tier transparent aim sight. So I'm sure a lot of people would appreciate that. So feel free to comment below. Are you a fan? Oil King AK-47. So, yep. Yeah, look at this. There's two versions. Nice scrap sort of design. Nothing against it. Again, more grounded, more DIY is very cool. And best of luck to Axolotl and Gurren. And let's go get that second version. This right here, cut aim sight. The Twitch drop, kick drop style. Let's go with that. Yeah, so perfectly fine. Looking pretty sweet. Best luck to both of you. Boom. Cursed Damascus AK-47. There are 3 versions. So over here, this is just the standard design if I can recall. Standard sight. looks fine, no issue. But then boom, what's this? It's got a transparent aim sight. It's got the twitch drop style. But then over to here, what makes this even stranger? I don't know. I actually don't know the difference between these two. This one's more blacker, it seems. Is that just the lighting? I don't know. So I think that quite literally is it. Grey, black. Oh, so grey on black and black on grey. Okay, I see it now. Fuff, that looks cool. How many different styles and whatnot have you been doing recently? Like, what happened? Oh no, because that was Valentine's. So it's just taken a bit of a break from Olympus. Fair enough, don't blame you. Recharge your creative juices and come out with an even cooler looking Olympus skin. Anyway, focus. Tyre AK-47. So the Tyre collection was hoping to get tier 3. Face Bunch didn't say anything. They didn't want it seems. They didn't accept it. Second attempt was made, didn't happen. So why not Tyre weapons? And to be honest with you, I wouldn't say no. I'm going to shoot rubber at people. Ha ha ha. Right, so we also have a Twitch style aim sight as well. So yep, Twitch drop style. Looks fine to me. It would be another black AK-47, but I'm sure some of you are probably well aware black style AK-47s tend to work out very nicely. So you look at Commando, you look at Black Ops, you look at Black Diamond. Look at them around January time, 2 months ago. All of them were in the positive. All of them were doing nice. Even the Ninja AK-47. There we go. We got there. The highest ever selling AK-47 we've ever seen. Still worked out nicely. People like them. So, all right, cool. Tyre collection, no. Let's get a quick look at you. Tyre. Where's my tyres? Someone took them. No. Right. It's doing good. People like. Face Punch. Tier 3, please. Come on. There's free. There's free attempts. There's free. Maybe someday for a random complete the sets. We wouldn't be upset. Just saying. But yeah, you can pick these out and put them with like Black Diamond. You can put them with like Commando and whatnot. It's a much more cheaper, approachable option, and they're just fine. So yeah, slightly in the positive. Can't go wrong with that. It's still a profit. So AK, I don't think you'll have a massive impact on those pre-existing skins, but I wouldn't say no to seeing some cool looking Tyre themed weapons. Tyre hammer. Oh yeah, that might work. Just rebound. Anyway, best of luck. Best of luck to 1J and 34633. Golden Kitsune L96. So yeah, this is an attempt for a collection. It is a very stylish looking design. Nice and shiny. Keep up the good work. Best of luck to Arietta and Moloiko. Earth Forged L96. This right here is a nice gold and white design. Looking nice and shiny. Produced by a fresh and Somebody Stop Me. Also look at very nice. Lovely style to it. Keep up the good work. Have you heard about the Bone Club? I think you could make a Señor Tomato Bone Club. Anyway. Señor Tomato L96. He will shoot you from afar and just stare at you like this. Yes. So, yeah. Señor Tomato. Keeps getting skins accepted. L96 for now. What would you like to see being made next? What would you like to see potentially getting accepted? You went a little bit too close so I can see the inside of it. Yeah. We'll just see how it goes. Yeah. What's going on? Did you cut off the back? Did you? Hang on a minute. No, it's just super close. All right, fair enough. Anyway, yeah, if you want to see more of this collection, feel free to comment below what you'd like to see being made next. Honestly, Señor Tomato Barbecue would be all right. I don't think anybody would be opposed. Worth a shot. Right, so anyway, best of luck to Mr. Sepesh and Señor Tomato. Let's get a look at you. Because, yeah, when a new skin is accepted, all of it gets bought out and the price goes up. Keep an eye out with that L96 or the Thompson. Both of them would be a very interesting welcome addition. So, we'll see how it is. Best of luck. Right, we have the Neptune M249. Pretty cool looking turquoise and blue design. Lovely bit of gold and white there as well. Aimed on a sight. Oh, transparent. Yep, looking pretty sweet. So, yep, best of luck to Ted and Pigeon. Let's see if that works out nicely. Lovely aquamarine. Oh. Yeah, don't do that. Isoparam rocket launcher. I showed this off in my special little preview video. It's nice, shiny, reflective. I basically said that in the short preview video. Anyway, Isoparam collection. How many skins do you have again? Let's just quickly remind myself. L96, Jackhammer. Oh, that's it. That is it. Well, I mean, Holodno and Kolotinsky have been like focusing Black Ops a lot more. I mean, just take a look and see the more recent skins. Not too surprising. Guess they're just biding their time at the moment before they go ahead and try and do hoodie and pants. Honestly, you could probably go ahead and do maybe like some tactical gloves. Boots and gloves first. Roadside gloves. It's up to you. It's up to you. Barbecue. Anyway, so that's fine. Let's just quickly hop out of here. That's a nice and shiny looking approach. A very interesting potential collection continuation. But how is Isoparam actually holding up at the moment? Isoparam. Let's get a good look at you. And it's not super pretty. Down by 47 and down by 24. Ooh. Not sure if the rocket launcher will make that much of a difference, but it looks nice. Looks cool. And if you're a fan of what you see, by all means, consider showing support. Best luck to Kolotinsky and Mr. Holodno. And that just so happens to be the final skin out of all the weapons and the tools. So I'll ask you right now, out of all these skins, which one has impressed you the most? Or which one do you think has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store? Let's now go ahead and take a look at all the clothing and the armour. We've got quite a lot of backpacks to get started with some stylish looking hats. Stone Farmer. So I showed this off in the preview video. I should point out, is this week? I think it's this week. I hope it's this week. It is this week. There's actually two versions of this. So you got the yellow one and you got the grey one. Either one would be pretty interesting. I guess I'd stick with grey because, you know, stone, similar. I wouldn't be surprised if next week he makes like a brown one for wood. But what else would you consider? So clearly, it's for the people who like to go do a bit of gathering and whatnot, getting some bits and bobs. But yes, I guess you could make a scrap one. So you could have a grey one, light brown one, or maybe a green one. Maybe a green one for the backpack and then brown one for the scrap. But what else would you say? Maybe one for boats. I guess you could do a blue one for boats. Yeah, you could. Yeah, because go out in the water, grab all what you can. Still technically scrap, but you know, more boat focused. What ideas would you have? Offer your opinion. Go. So, yep, best luck to Krabby. Let's see if that works out nicely for whichever version. We'll see. Boom. Over to here, we have a second attempt for the Night Large Backpack. Although I should point out, didn't we have a night backpack originally? I think it's already been done. But it's supposed to blend in more specifically with the Night Special DLC. Okay, I see it now. So the medieval pack. All right, well, sure. We'll see what becomes of that. It's a perfectly fine looking style that matches up quite nicely with this, so best luck to Flate and Mr. Meeseeks. Scrap Boonie Hat. Yes, he's got scrap on his mind. Lots of scrap on his mind. It's quite literally on, haha. Produced by Boskin and Enemede. Yep, looking pretty sweet. And best luck to both of them. And we got a Warhide. It's things like this where I want to see the wolf headdress become skinnable. That right there is actually a burlap head wrap. It's pretty cool. It's pretty funny. But yeah, imagine if we could just actually get some wolf headdresses becoming skinnable. Maybe soon, maybe. I mean, what's the most recent brand is skinnable? SKS. And then soon, it's the BBQ. So the next thing has to be clothing and armor, right? Anyway, we'll see. So, best of luck to Mr. NFN. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. I like it. It's pretty cool. And then we have the Bucket Sailor BH bucket helmet. There you go. Yes, that's cool. It's fine. It's made out of wood. Don't ask what they used for that beforehand, though. So, yep, that is produced by Bastards and Henter. And, yeah, looking pretty cool. Best luck. Now we've got meat clothing, cat clothing, and some other clothing, and then that's pretty much it. Not that much for clothing armor this week. Meat. Is that? Hang on a minute. Oh, it's a collection continuation to the poncho. I didn't realise that. Oh. Meat. You should probably do a vegan one. Yeah, you could probably do a vegan one as well. I don't know what else you could do. What could you do for feet and hands? I'm not sure. But yeah, you could try and probably get like some leather gloves made, some hide boots made. Commit to the primitive approach. But what else could he do? What would make sense? I'm not sure. Either way, meat looks fine to me. Got no issue. Showed it off in the special preview video. Didn't realise it was a collection continuation until now though. So it's in your hands, Zihan. Let's see what happens next. Yeah, how's that sausage poncho doing? Because it didn't sell that much, did it? Hot doggeroo. Sold for $2.49. Right now it's $1.51. Will everybody notice that's the original, like the first one? I'm not sure. But it's interesting. It certainly is. Yes. So best luck. So Mr. PYH just returned. He got a skin accepted. He thought, yep, now's the best time for cats. What? Be honest. Are you able to say no? You're probably going to sit there and say, I want to be orange. And he could. Wasn't the original one orange? Actually, I think I remember the original one was orange because it came out like a year ago. Didn't I play like cat? I'm a kitty cat. And I remember doing that. There you go. Yep, I remember it. So, yeah, face punch. If you're thinking maybe that, but you didn't like the black one, you wanted the orange one as well. There you go. Orange cats are dumb. So once we wear it, oh yes, chaos. So anyway, best luck to Mr. PYH. And yeah, let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Be honest, do you want it? Or would you prefer to be a dog? You know what? You could do cats and dogs. Oh yeah, we could do that. Like, if that ever gets accepted, do the polar opposite for a dog and then, you know, like cats and dogs at war. Oh yes, that'd be cool. All right, best luck, Mr. PYH. Moving on, we have the Exhibit Y hoodie and pants. Yep. So last week we saw some tier 3 armor being produced, looking pretty cute and stylish. Lovely statuesque sort of design. Nice and carved in. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. Yes. Best of luck to Mr. Saloha. Over to here, we've got the Octopus hoodie and pants. This right here is produced by Odyssey. It's all bright and purplish. Uh-oh. Yeah. Is this is something brand new, I'm guessing? Guess I'm not allowed to look at his section. Sorry about that. So, yeah. Purple. Do you like purple? Consider showing support for purple. And then Gold Chains Tactical Gloves. I will not be surprised in the slightest that gets accepted. You might sit and say, why? This is one of the weirdest, strangest collections. It's not the fault of the skin creators. But the fact that we never saw hoodie and pants, like tier 2 or tier 3 being accepted, but we got 2 gloves. Soon it will be free. I will not be surprised. I bet they'll do it just to spite us. It wouldn't surprise me. Okay, but yeah, we didn't see that many tactical gloves being accepted for February, did we? Although when you look at it, we did kind of see quite a decent amount of them initially. So, like for January time, take a look at all the tactical gloves that we saw. We saw Phantom, then Reptile Hunter, then of course No Mercy, and then we happened to see Pirate. Huh. And then of course Lovestruck appears for Valentine's, but yeah. We did see quite a lot of them initially. So are we going to go back to like this? Are we going to see an abundance of tactical glove skins being accepted? Well, I mean, like how many have we seen recently? In fact, yeah, that would be a good shout. How many tactical gloves have we actually seen recently? So if I go over to here, look at most recent, I don't think we've seen that many. You might sit and say, oh, what about that one? I don't know. I don't really know about these. These are like skin creators I've never even heard of. So I did see the Luna one. Scroll. Valentine, scroll. I mean, there's room for Tempered. Yeah, you could, like, will we potentially see skins that are submitted back in January time being accepted for March Force Wipe at any point in March? Should I remind you that we're also expecting Easter skins to be submitted soon? So maybe, like, the final Rustor of March, we'll probably see some of the older skins being accepted. I just want to point it out to you. Yes, there's an anime one right there. Don't look at it. Don't look at it. Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Yep, there you go. There's Elite Crate, Berserker. There's a lot of older options here that would be perfectly fine. Ultramarine. So, yeah, just wanted to point that out to you. But Gold Chains, honestly, perfect timing. Let's see if that potentially gets accepted. And I don't know if it have that much of an impact on its collection, considering its collection is strange and odd. But it would be funny. The fact that we got both of those and yet no hoodie, pants and whatnot. We'll see how it is. And that's it. That's a wrap. So out of all the clothing armor, or, you know, of what we actually had, What was your most favourite? What do you think has a very good chance of potentially being accepted in an upcoming Rust store in March 2026? And that can be said for every single skin out of the batch. And I hope I was reasonably well paced, although I'm still sitting here at an hour and 15 minutes in. Like, I'm sorry guys, I can only keep it to a pace for so long. I actually did pretty good because I didn't make too many mistakes. I still have my tongue in my mouth. That's all good, right? But yeah, I can't. I feel compelled to talk about the things. People want their things to be talked about. Should I only ever just literally only talk about the collection continuations? Now sit here and say, right, that's it. Go look at the rest of yourself. Well, I could make it a lot faster, but I'd have to be a bit mean and never even acknowledge the other ones. What do you, the viewer, want to say? So offer your opinions, offer your feedback. Right, let's also go to micro522.com. Let's just quickly confirm the top performing skin right now in terms of like upvotes, downvotes, blah, blah, blah. You get the idea. Yeah, it's the Anime Girl AK-47. That was originally a Valentine skin, but it has been tweaked, it has been changed. It's still anime. And clearly people want more of it. Route, Iron, Barbecue. Okay. Naval Camo, but that was because that piece specifically was late last week. So technically the third place spot is Heart of Chaos, Blackout Revolver. Surprisingly, only fourth. And Divine Nation, Sheep Door, blah, 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 blah. There's a lot more. So yeah, micro522.com is listed in the description. Feel free to go ahead and get a look at that. Can confirm Space Station Armour Double Door is also scoring quite high, and it did appear quite late. Not super late, but late, a bit late. Maybe it was submitted and on time through that, but only became public at a later time. That does happen quite a lot. Right then, so yeah, lots of skins indeed. Ooh, I'm going to run out of breath. Let me just quickly confirm, did anything else appear? No, right, we're all good in that respect. Let's now switch over to here. I just want to quickly point out, yep. So, yeah, new game room, pool table and whatnot. Will we finally see one of those pool table skins actually being accepted? No. Or would the pool table technically be like a table skin? Not sure. So, alright, cool. And then over to here, yeah. We have March Force Wipe on the horizon. We are expecting an early Rust store. So if you've noticed with the recent skins, we've got a very cool looking wooden double door. We've got some interesting green tier 2 armor. We have to take that into consideration. Of course, tomorrow night it will be the abnormal barders, and I think I'll be sitting there and kind of talking about the storage collection situation. Ooh, Boxes DLC is expected to appear for March Force Wipe, and you might have noticed the effect it's already had because we are fully well aware of what it is. So, alright, cool. And did you see the short video of me earlier? That was me taking part in the Armada event recently. Thanks, thanks Face Punch, for these wonderful team building exercises. We're in a huge ocean. Stephen just randomly pops in with another boat, and with all the space available, he still crashes into us, and then we get stuck. Good job, mate. Well done. Well done. It was funny. It was funny. So yeah, that's a wrap. And that's basically everything. There are short videos here for you to watch. There's the special preview video. Here's me discussing the potential issues with a Blackout Revolver being accepted. Pizza! And yeah, that's pretty much it. I should also point out, I didn't realise how many Armour Double Doors were going to appear. I've actually already made some short videos showcasing the Armour Double Doors, or just a couple of them individually. Is Steam Chart still working? No, it's kind of broken at the moment. Okay, so I'll leave it be. So yeah, Chinese panel wooden double door. Just barely over 19,000 subscribers. By tomorrow, maybe it might still reach up to 20, over 20. But priced at $3.49. As of now, we haven't seen anything else to compare with that. How long until we see other people try? We'll see, okay? So I was a little bit worried what was going to happen next. Some people in my chats and in my streams and whatnot were also questioning it. But nope, we have not seen another wooden double door with that amount of transparency. But give it time. We shall see. Cool. So that's it. That's a wrap. Thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. Best luck to each and every single one of you. And yeah, let's see if all the skins that you saw, the ones that you like the most, let's see if they get accepted. Catch you later. Say goodbye.